Let me paint you a picture of Kenya in 30 seconds. We're building an Ebola center is being built for Americans, despite the fact that we all refused, or despite the fact that no one wanted that. The people who got lost in protests, who were kidnapped, 64 guys have still not been found, if you're just joining the conversation, by the way. In addition to that, women were carrying mock-up coffins in the streets a few days ago, protesting for femicide, which has been declared a crisis. In addition to that, abortion was illegal, then it was made legal, then it's not legal anymore. And to add on to that, as if that's not enough, we have kids who died in a fire. And that has also led to tensions in high schools, where children are being sent home because everyone now wants to ban schools. Yes. So in light of that and so many other issues, in fact, I've even forgot, the government said that they're not going to add any more new taxes immediately after they passed the Finance Bill 2026. And you wonder why Kenyans don't believe them. Since those issues are heavy, this is going to be a special episode. We have the entire Frequency Z team here with me. I'll start with myself. My name is Nebai Kimani. I'm so glad you're here. If you're here for the first time, this is Frequency Z podcast. If you're here since the start, Wendo ule mse, as usual, karibu sana, and like, share, subscribe if you haven't already posted on your status, if you haven't already posted our content, I'm looking at you. Yes, but karibu sana. This is going to be an amazing podcast, and before we move forward, I'll let every single person on this amazing team introduce themselves. Some faces are new, some faces have been behind the camera, some you have umetuzoea, you've already seen us ukatuzoea, so we'll start over there.
Hi guys. It's my birthday.
My way.
Anyways, my name is Angel. I know you guys missed me so much. You saw me in episode 1 and 2, I think. I went to London to do some things over there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fully paid, by the way, by the Frequency Z
But
team.
I'm back. I'm back with a banger.
Yes, sir. Hi guys. Mi najua mnanipendanga kila siku, mnanimiss kila siku ya. We're glad tuko wengi hapa, and I'm so happy, and I know it's gonna be like an amazing episode. Najua wanasema hivyo kila saa. It is true. It's always an amazing episode. But yeah, wacha nisi up sana hadi acha nimeze mate. Sawa. We move on to
Hi guys. Hi guys.
Oscar Navas.
I'm the only serious person in this team.
Sure.
I'm the only serious person, by the way. I'm not usually like this, but I am very serious. I need to say my name.
Yeah.
Oh. My name is Sharon.
Way.
I need more enthusiasm.
Yes. President General Commander. President Kingston.
I'm really happy to be here. Now I'm on the other side of Inaitwa set Easter. Yeah, I'm on the other side today for the first time. Let's
Hi,
hear what?
How does it feel? Like that.
Okay.
Karibu sana. Thank you everyone on this team for joining me and Chelsea today. Yes, we'll start.
Cut the official shit. Let's get into
Tunge serious.
I'm pissed.
Oh, you're pissed. Tell us more.
You've already introduced the whole thing we're about to be talking about, and I know some of the topics we want to touch do not sit well with some people on set.
some people
on set.
Some people.
But yeah. So I don't know, where do we start?
I think we start with where in an humor the most. How much fare I'm paying.
Oh,
Before niko na kitu nilisahau kusema. Ilikuwa I knew tukiingia kwa mambo ya kugombana tutagombana sana. We have at least one good win.
Yeah.
Sisi wa Mexicana tulishinda. Sisi wa Lil Wantam tulishinda. Lil Wantam tulishinda. Sisi wa Korea siko sure tutarudi. But at least tulishinda sisi sisi kama wa Mexicana, and we're happy.
Oh, yes.
We can continue.
Very nice. On point. Great. I think I would ask, am I the only one who is feeling the pain of how much fare we are paying on the road? Go ahead.
What are you doing? Number one. Why am I spending 460 every day to and fro? I think River to Westlands, loving Ponjameni. 460.
That's a lot of money. Is that going peke ama going and coming?
Everything going and coming.
That's a lot.
500.
500 basically.
Na bado sijatembea kutoka kwa nyumba hadi stage.
Aha.
Ha.
460 will be a lot.
460s, I'm just thinking like
A day.
literally, and it's not even Uber. That's you're javing. 500 a day.
Even also if you ask me, but
Yeah, so guys, literally though, as in realistically. But pia mimi nilipanda matatu after the strike.
Yeah.
Normally we'd pay I think 70 from where I'm coming to Westlands, but nashukia hapa. Tell me why right now it's 90, and then the distance we would pay 20 is now 40. As in, the math is just no mathing, guys. As in, it's annoying.
The fact that hiyo venye iliongezwa ziliongezwa like back to back.
Yeah, iko one after the other.
And then another one.
Yeah.
And so now me hadi saizi tuk tangu linuka sikia watu wanalipa 50 bob.
imagine
You pay 50 bob.
50 from where to where?
Kitengela.
Okay, inapanga actually si 50 bob ni 40 bob.
Still.
Stage hadi uko
The funny thing is I moved from my mom's house, so and you at least ni reduce fare.
Fair. Now you're paying more.
I can't
Lord.
deal. Wait, so do you guys think after the mandamano that was done about it, do you guys think there was anything that was done about it? Because I don't think so. But why are we also so quiet about it? Like, why are we just chilling?
No, I feel like it's not even okay. You remember your mandamano, like it was like of all the mandamanos that we have had in Kenya, they were very, very needed.
Yeah.
But this one was needed the most.
The most.
Really, very
like,
true.
That was a bit too much.
Yes.
It was affecting everything.
Yes.
So I saw a meme that said, no, it wasn't even a meme, it was like someone speaking facts on Twitter, but it was like, you see the way you screenshot and then it's a meme.
Yeah.
So alikuwa anasema that what are they called? The people who own the matatus and
the
like
sacco owners.
So the drivers and the
owners.
conductors, like they shouldn't saizi hawafai kuongezea hiyo fare because they accepted
Yes.
by the government.
That's
Yes.
And
So
they
let them.
cancelled
They
the
seem to
strike.
have come to an agreement.
Yeah, so it seems you're okay with that.
Yes.
So don't.
And
put
as
now
Kenyans,
the
we had
burden
put
on-
Exactly.
because you guys were the ones. See, there was that guy for respectfully. Yeah. So what happened after that?
half a million
Woo!
did.
Each.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
For the purposes of the Subaru Nation.
Allegedly again.
Who said that?
But like guys, for real, I'm actually so mad about this thing because sikuwa naelewa, because you see after waseme now we can stop the maandamano nini, everything is fixed.
Yeah.
But I'm still paying the same. So I'm like, the people who went for maandamano, were they the conductors blah blah, ama was it us? Because
was
ni kama
us.
they
It was
benefited
us.
and then
It was us,
they're
Loki.
still
I feel like
benefiting
they
from
were
us.
Also from
From
on
them.
their side at
Yeah.
the beginning.
Most
it was
of
actually
them.
genuine.
Yeah.
Especially when they are genuine concern for everyone because the strike started with them. They
Yeah.
announced to announce that they
Yeah.
Yes, there wouldn't be.
They weren't-
Even
they weren't
Super
any
Metro
vehicles
sent
on
out
the
an
road at that
email.
time.
Or Luco
Yeah.
sent out like.
Yeah. So it was completely genuine. But then now the government started coming in and trying to manipulate the situation.
Yeah.
We live in a country where the government is very gaslighty.
Allegedly.
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 Everything said in this podcast is for entertainment purposes
And
only.
It's purely
wait.
fictional and does not represent any characters.
Everything we're saying from here is a legend.
Matter of fact, if you're watching this, una fan talk.
We pia ni a legend.
Una fan talk.
Yeah, but I really hope we're genuinely gonna do something about it because I feel like watu wamekat
Yeah.
ni kama watu they just gave up.
You know what they're
True.
doing? They're trying to now the prices for diesel petrol them walikuwa wameanza ku reduce but wana reduce pesa kidogo kidogo.
Yeah.
So right now niliona juzi wame reduce na 0.02
Sasa.
0.20. Like, okay, so 0.22 what am I going to use it in every liter? What are we going like what do you use
Let's do
0.2?
that mathematics. If a matatu travels from point A to
The point B in this
75 kilometers.
What is
and
the name of
spends
the
this
driver?
amount of money.
What is the name of the driver?
Njoroge A, B.
5.6 liters.
Triangle.
D. I'm not the child's father. Let's go.
Answer in the comments.
Oh my God.
Guys, what do you
But
think
yeah.
the breaking point will be though? Because we are
Now you see, there is where we should attack the millennials and the baby boomers. Because
louder for the people in the back.
now you see, from town or rather CBD. Okay, let me speak from perspective out of Mombasa Road.
Yeah,
From town to Malimi naishi,
yeah.
it was 130 venye fare ilipanda, and before then it was 80, 70.
Yeah,
100.
same.
And then after they shukisha the prices kiasi wakairudisha 100. Hapa Westlands Expressway ikutoe hapa 100 from 130 sahi tunalipa 180
From where to where?
from Westlands Expressway
Oh, to
all the way to
80.
50 bob. A whole 50 or that's
splitting 50 shillings.
180. And then you see, that's what I find mad. Because nyinyi mulikubali mkasema mko sawa.
they said
Mtoe
that okay.
prices,
So
why we-
what changes were made that would protect
Literally,
us?
ni kama they're getting money from them and then getting money from us. Still more money. I'm just like, bro.
but you know
That's the
again
greed they talk about in the Bible.
Exactly.
I said corruption is only bad if I am
Not involved. But if I am involved, I will defend it.
Allegedly, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy, and it affect everything.
Right,
Even
yeah.
like the mama mboga sahi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's it's. I feel it's just very unfair.
Yes.
Very
Sure.
unfair. But
Yeah.
then the other thing is I also don't see it getting better.
Right.
Me too. Me
So
too.
let me just say to cut this short quickly because I believe this is going to be a quick episode and we're highlighting a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Along that same line of protest, I feel like also for the common mwananchi, let me use that phrase, the main avenue we have is we'll protest. The government will protest. This law has been passed, we'll protest. Will be, and the question is always, are there, I think we had this discussion with MC Neb in the previous episode. If you haven't watched the previous episode, you can go check it out. What are the avenues that citizens know about?
The
Yes,
processes
where
of
do you take your grievances
Yeah.
apart from the streets?
Oh,
But
true.
anyway, that
There's
aside,
that as well, yeah.
that aside, let's talk about the protest that happened on 1st June, the femicide.
Yes.
It's been declared a crisis
Yes.
at this point. How many women
is
so
a
far?
crisis. I've seen 1,000 plus from last year January
Yes.
to this year May.
Yeah.
We have 1,000 plus cases of dead women, and then for this year alone, I've forgotten the statistics, but it's a lot
I
as well.
think I need to know, guys. Me as a guy, maybe there's a perspective I don't have. What's your take on that?
So like okay, take in terms of what?
Like
No,
there is
no
no
take,
take.
Because
Yeah.
number one, if
It just has to
if
stop.
You can't understand. You actually, he's the one who's supposed to tell
I
us.
know you. We are trying to understand you guys.
Because number one, if you as a human being called a male, Homo
Yeah.
sapiens or sapien double pro
Homo
max, whatever
sapiens
you want,
sapiens.
that thing,
Sapien
outside,
Double Pro Max is the word.
you get outside, you see a very attractive female Sapien Pro Max. You want this one, you know this one will
Pro
not
Max
come for
for
you.
me.
Yeah.
This one will not come for you. But you're lasting over it.
Yeah.
And then you're stupid, okay, your intelligent, very smart brain tells you, this one, I will take it by force. And that is how rape happens.
True.
Because you're accessing something you're not given.
Yeah.
If you look at that, is there anything to discuss over there? Or it should just be like the authorities, the DCI, those things, those people, like they should just get serious with these cases. Do you even know the chief of your area? Do you even know that there exists a chief? There could be, there could be not. Because me personally,
Fun fact is there is always, so there can't not be.
there's always a chief, but
Yeah.
what's the work of that
What's
chief?
the avenue?
Real.
When was the last
Very
time
true.
you had a responsibility being given to a chief?
I think
Very
the greatest fear for me, how I see it, is also the aspect of how much do we trust the government or the executive arm of the government, that's the police, to protect the women we have when we know the kind of characters that we have.
Cause let me hapo hivyo kwa like us trusting, you know, authorities, the government. It's the same lady who's gonna come to you and tell you amenipiga.
Yes.
And then you're gonna tell them hizo ni shida za
hizo ni
marriage.
shida za kati ya
Rudi,
zinyo, wile
mwende
endeni
mfixe huko.
endeni msolve
Akirudi
issue.
ameuliwa.
Yeah.
And then the person who took the case or had the case is not gonna be accountable for it. That's another person gone.
Yeah.
And I think we really have to start being accountable to any gender that brings a case about such things.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I honestly feel like if at all we're to make any change from like the major cases that are happening, for example, these femicide cases,
Yeah.
let's start from the bottom.
Yes.
We look, who is a direct access for people to come and air out their concerns? How long have they been in that position? Have they been effective? Wipe them out.
Wipe them out.
I personally think
Give it to
there
someone
should
else.
be like a special detail in like the police
Yes.
or something, especially
Yes, 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 that
Exactly.
specifically with femicide, because it's actually very unfortunate when you hear like the kind of cases that like a child as 10 12 like 12-year-old child,
What a 12-year-old babe?
strangled
12
singing.
months.
Why? Like
Months.
it's crazy. Again, it's maybe
But
like,
yeah,
it's still
that was sad.
how it's like the world. The world is a rotten place. Like it's just an evil world we are living in right now. But I feel like hiyo tu mambo ya a special detail specific for like femicide cases.
Yeah.
Which should be led first by women and
But sound women.
But
there's
yeah.
some women
Sound
who,
is
Sound is the word.
Sound is the word, because there was a documentary that was done, I think a few years back, that was detailing how kids are integrated into sex work, and their main handler was a woman,
you see,
and she was basically telling the
one for BBC.
the one for BBC, basically explaining how much it goes for, how you inculcate them, how you get these kids, and you're like, hi bo, a woman.
I have a
crazy,
question
by the
about
way.
that, by the way.
Money
Do these
can
women
make you
ever
do
get
crazy
caught?
things.
Like after you give all that info, do they actually
Hold on
get
to
caught?
that.
No,
I'll come back to
because let me tell you,
Uh,
you can't have that much boldness to do such things and not have money to put
To
people
yes,
through.
exactly,
Very
So
exactly.
like corruption runs. That's what I'm saying. It's like the world we are living in is very evil, right? Especially in this day and age. And it's not like let's just say right now it's when things are getting out of hand, but
Yes.
it has always been the
Yes.
case from
Yes.
Kitambo.
Yes.
From Kitambo, people have always been killed when they,
Yeah,
it has always been happening.
Yeah.
But I feel like right now, what we need as a country, because it's very serious. The last in like I don't know, when was it in April, March, April.
Yeah.
That's when children were disappearing.
Yes,
Yes.
loads and loads.
Then kidogo, now children are being found murdered and
Yes.
stashed in different places. Women are being killed. Remember that story of the lady in, I think, was it in Kilimani, where the boyfriend
Yes.
stabbing
Yeah.
like a
in
chemist?
the public.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
in
In a
the
yes.
chemist,
public
yeah.
nini.
You see, so it's I don't know, like God help us. Ni kunoma, guys. Me na feel too, we need like a special detail and like a detail of people who are really serious, who are serious
Nakwambia,
about.
the rookie makes me jealous about how police are very
Exactly.
serious.
I know.
White people
I
can't.
see that and I'm like, oh my God, why don't we have that? Like they are so
Serious about
serious
that.
about it.
And you can tell, okay, sometimes I usually think, as much as we always end up blaming the police because they're incompetent,
They are.
but
Allegedly.
Not allegedly.
allegedly. But now, if you look at it in the sense of the same police who we're expecting to implicate or rather in whatever, like imprint laws on us and make sure that we're following rules and guidelines.
Yeah.
They're the same people earning peanuts. They're the same people forced to take bribes
Very true.
simply
I
because
fully agree with that.
maybe
aspect,
whatever
yeah.
they're getting is not enough.
Yes.
The one person eating good ni DCI.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Fictional. It's a fictional.
But see a black usijali.
Anyway,
Yeah.
like you see that like there's so many things that need to be put into place first before we
Yes.
even start pointing.
Pointing fingers.
And
I
even though
agree
we
with
can
that.
point fingers, yes. But where is the pointing going? We've been pointing using maandamano.
Can I say
imeenda.
something on that?
True.
For me, how I also see it, I see there's an aspect of how current society works is there are things that enable men or general, but men to do certain things.
True.
There are certain, wacha niseme tu, there are certain teachings even religiously that put men in the frame where they think they have permission to do certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are certain influencers that Andrew Kim
Yeah.
that put men or even generally sell that kind of, it just basically enables those ideologies. And I think that's also a key part of the problem is that there are ongoing things in our systems that enable people to continue believing that it's normal to do certain things. And in addition to that also, what Angel has said, I also feel systems, or rather our systems are horrible.
Really?
Poor education system, poor transport, poor police force, like you get, poor health, a poor country, like you get. Look at our healthcare system, look at our police system, look, you get, all those inefficiencies are what create these loopholes that allow such things to happen. Like you know very well, we always hear in US you can call, there's something that's happened, you can hear someone big 911, 5 minutes they're there. Where? In whose country?
I've even tried dialing.
You've tried dialing
999.
999.
It's the fact that hata hatujui. Hata hatujui.
Exactly, there's also that. Ata, who do you call the average Kenyan?
Wait,
would
now I
think
want to try
911.
it so bad.
You get, the average Kenyan would think, I'll call 911.
911, yeah.
But there's actually a toll-free line
Yeah.
that is ours. But no one knows because we know the systems don't work.
Unampata akipanda maji.
For real.
I think this is the same issue with what happened in Utumishi Girls. It's poor systems, weak systems.
very
That's because how long, I think there was that discussion online of the fire started at this point. How long did it take first responders to arrive at the
Exactly.
site?
Yeah. Because it was burning for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours.
2 hours is
Speaking
Yeah.
speaking from an experience point of
Oh
view.
yeah.
Msichana kama shule.
Usinicheke.
I'm sorry, it's very serious.
Oh, may you guys rest in peace. Anyway,
Yeah.
speaking from experience, when I was in high school, my high school got banned, and I don't know if I should call out the school, but that's bad PR for them. So
They know.
Allegedly.
well,
No, they didn't know.
Allegedly.
So whatever school I was in, I know my audience would know.
Yeah.
So when sorry for bringing you guys back, but when the fire incident started at like 2 a.m. Those guys came there like 2 hours later, and it's not like the place is not remote for the fire
My
needs to
little-
come.
It's
Yeah.
the fact that it's in the middle
It's in
of
the middle.
it's here.
Exactly.
I would get there faster. I would get there in like
It is the
15
fact
minutes
that
on a boda
It is
here.
the fact that
And-
media stations are
Arrived before.
first to respond.
Ha.
How? Like
They arrived
how?
before. So
And then
people
you
can
ask
see the
yourself-
smoke. Like you can see
Now,
the
you see,
fire.
the thing that made people know, like people alert that there's actually a fire, is the surrounding.
The surrounding community is the
yeah.
one that alerted.
Yes, because of course, the only call to action we had was
I mean, yeah, because you all don't
That's
have
the most we
phones and
could do.
stuff.
Yes.
so. Like if you look at it, and then again, guys,
Sorry, love.
Nini basi
Oh,
enda huko.
unataka kukulia on your own terms.
I know. Her terms and conditions.
that million a call to action. Yeah. But anyway, like I lost some of my friends who would have been saved if those guys came
On
like
time.
quicker.
Yes.
You get, and it doesn't make sense for some of this to like. Let me process my thoughts while you continue.
Wait, just to as you're processing your thoughts, fanya hivi zirudi juu.
Oh, una summon.
No, it's actually such a story. It's actually
Sorry, go ahead.
Nafaa nicheke and it's a sad.
No, it's a sad
Go ahead.
Undertaker hapa ananimaliza. It's actually so sad. I'm sorry, Bado. I'm back to you saying media was there before the Nini. Yet again, this school is here. Like, I don't understand.
You could run-
I
you
don't.
could run there
And then,
faster.
did you guys have matrons who would sleep like near the
Yeah, Metro
houses?
was old, and she was just one.
Okay,
she was
yeah.
just herself. And then when she was walking, she
Watchmen?
was the type that walked like this. What?
Like, could the watchmen see the smoke? Because I'm thinking, if the community
it's a fire.
can see, the watchmen should.
Wherever there is smoke,
There's
is fire.
fire.
use common sense.
So my point is, if the community could see, that means the watchman could see. That means it would have been a quick, we can see smoke to the principal. Principal, call fire
Call
department.
whatever you need to do.
Kujeni,
Yeah.
we don't know what's going
To
but
defend-
Kujeni.
To defend the watchmen, we were busy screaming, so we don't know who called who first.
No, that's not the
But
thing,
that
babe.
thing
It
is
doesn't
also,
matter.
it's not your
Clearly,
it's not
alafu.
your battle to
Also,
call
but
the
then
fact
also
that-
responders.
it's like another thing. Maybe you see when it has never happened before.
Yeah.
So also, I feel like I don't know. There just has to be better systems also
True.
in schools.
True.
Because
It might not have ever
Yeah,
happened
for
again.
sure.
Because right
But
now
some
you see
preparedness.
after it happened,
Yeah.
now you see how schools now they are
doing
behaving.
training,
Yeah,
CJ
training
work.
that-
with the
Yeah.
fire and all
Yeah.
that.
But this is something
thing
that
is,
should
it
have
takes
already
takes
happened.
kids dying for us
For
to
us
start
to
doing
start
fire
that.
drills.
And then you see, the thing is, we already had this situation. And then again, like, what
It's
is
not
it?
the
So
first
that
time
means
things-
it's
such
not the
crises
first
are happening.
time.
Yeah, but
So
then
how is
also,
it that?
we should also focus on, as much as we're talking about all this, this is another thing I think we should touch on.
Go ahead.
Mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Gen Z's yap about mental health, millennials take it as a joke. Look at what if you look at the backstory as to why this Utumishi fire happened,
yeah.
you know it's because of a mental health issue. It's not that the girls just woke up and decided, because they would have done that first
Yes,
term.
yes,
Why
yes.
do
Yeah.
it second term?
Yeah.
Why wait? Apparently, I know you guys followed the story.
Yeah.
It's because it's a gang of lesbians that they were prevented from having their rights as lesbians.
Yeah.
Like, and then you look at the cause, you're like, when I was in high school, even the people wenye walikuwa najita malele ilikuwa tu ni kutu na
ni PR.
wasumbua.
It is
Yeah,
because
because
let me. I'm a living testimony. At least I am a living testimony for that.
Sharon amesema ni PR.
PR is it is PR.
Like saizi, may remember all the girls in my high school. Wote wenye waliwahi simamishwa
Kwa-
mahali
yeah.
kwa sababu ya lesbianism. Sahi
They are married.
50% of them are married. The rest are in relationships.
But-
There's only one that I know
Very true.
that
Who
maybe
is
continued
With that lifestyle
Yeah,
or with that
lifestyle.
nini.
Like by one I mean like one couple. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
so there are two couples that I know that continue with that lifestyle. But the rest,
It's
they're
just it's
having
just
relationships.
You see
Some
now,
are married.
most
With
of,
men.
most of the people,
Yeah,
most
married
of the
relationships
kids,
with men. Disclaimer.
most of the people's fathers. Most of the people experiencing this shit firsthand. Like for example, I would judge allegedly. that the girls who started that fire got that from people they looked up to.
Yes.
Because they were from threes, no?
Yes.
Yeah, they were.
They were?
They were.
They
Yeah.
were.
Which means it was something that was continuing.
It
like
was
it was
being passed
brewing.
down.
Lesbianism, mama.
There was
Yeah,
information
whatever
was
they were
being,
doing.
yeah.
And it's usually passed down like in schools.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
Year after year after year. Mara unasikia, sijui, there's teachers concluding that they're in a cult. That's why
Yes,
they're
yes,
Oh, they're
yes,
cutting.
yes.
Oh, ours
themselves.
was our one actually.
Meanwhile, it's not
Bro,
even that.
bro,
Someone
I'm
is
so-
going through their own
I'm so
problems.
tired
Anaamua anakuwa kichinjio. You let them be kichinjio until they feel like, okay, now I've cut
I need to
myself
do.
in
I
a-
need to express these things
myself.
somewhere else.
Like, not
So,
we're
like,
not,
they do
we're
that
not
Promote.
homophobes.
Yeah.
We're not
Oh,
homophobes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
The question is, if you're choosing to be homophobic, are you choosing it because it's just a stage? Or you just want to experience it? Now, asking from
When
your
you
POV,
choose what?
to choose
Lesbianism.
when you choose lesbianism, sorry. Are you choosing it because you've seen someone else do it and you've heard that it's nice?
Not really actually.
Is it peer pressure?
Not really.
It's
For hey.
because you can't tell me.
Wow, guys, this is alleged,
you are
but
not-
yeah,
you
sure.
are not gay. You can't tell
Fun
me you were not
fact,
gay before joining
I
high
think-
school, and then you come there, and then,
And then
you're
you
like,
suddenly get.
So that's the thing. When I no, it's just being surrounded by girls. It's not really at peer pressure, ama it was passed down. It's just something about being surrounded by girls, and then one of them shows you attention, and then you just low key like them. I don't. Hata mimi sikuwa naelewa. But one thing I can say is, you see, that girl that I liked in high school, if she was to pull up here right now and I ever got rich and she told me, I want this, build me a house, I would do that. Because I'm always saying, for some absurd reason, that was my actually first love.
What a man can do, a woman can do better.
But that's the thing. Penye niko
Amejipanga
sahi.
breadwinner.
I know. But penye niko sahi, I don't feel that anymore. Like, I would do that, but I can't give the love. Like, sielewi now what they're doing. When I see them, I'm just like, I'm happy for y'all, but I can't like a girl like that. I don't
Then
know.
it brings us to the point where
Yeah.
we need to have mental health talks in school.
True.
Exactly.
Very
Not
true.
only just mental health talks, we need to have those conversations.
Yes.
Because if such
Without judging.
without judging, if the cause of, for example, such a tragedy was an identity crisis of 17-year-olds, then they are ripe for those conversations. They are ripe.
Yeah,
You should have
very
had that
true.
conversation kitambo, and
Very
we come to
true.
a consensus and we decide, by the way, it is like this or it is like
It's
this.
the same thing with early pregnancy. Unaingia
Exactly.
first year,
Ushapata.
mimba.
And then you're like, no one told you, no one informed you, there was no conversation about
You're
that.
just
The
told
only
sex
thing you're
is
told,
bad.
sex is bad.
Yeah.
Eh?
What is bad about it? I want to see the wild, want to see the bad thing about it. Because
I beg to differ hapo. I beg to differ kidogo hapo. Generally, like, I don't think we look. Okay, ngoja niko na points mbili, turudi
Toa
hapo
points
kwa
mbili.
high school kidogo.
Yeah.
When you say we should bring someone to talk to them, that person also has to be a confident person, because we had such a person in our school, but no one ever went to talk to them, because the one person who went to talk to her
Oh.
was suspended the next day.
Ah,
The next day,
Aibo.
about her lesbianism, she went.
She was
spoke to.
suspended.
The next day she was suspended because she left there
systems
and
that
went to
kill
the
us.
principal.
The
Said
Hizo
that
ndo vitu zinatumaliza.
She went and reported.
she went. The person who listened to the story went, reported clear. Kumbe the principal alikuwa amemwambia, when people bring such cases ama sijui like weird cases, she goes straight and tell her huyo mtu avu. And that's how she went for a suspension. And that's crazy. Wait, my second point was about pregnancy. I mean, I think when it comes to first year, your parents should low-key have done enough of talking for you before ingia hapo. Because I remember my mom gave me that talk.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should really say ati unaingia and then no one talk to you. Your parent, there I'm blaming
So
your parents.
it's the parents.
Look at it.
Yeah,
like
low-key.
this. Look at it like this, in the perspective of someone who's been in boarding all their life.
Kwanzia
So
class
Kwanzia class
4.
5.
I was Kwanzia class 5.
Well, same, class 5. And that
Boarding.
relationship, that experience rather, did
Unashangaa watu
not build a
wapendwi.
relationship with my
Yeah,
parents.
yeah.
Ile yenye they would be comfortable and talk to
Tell
me
you.
about some certain things.
Yeah.
Because it was finish this, achieve this,
But-
finish this.
But we've read about it.
Also,
Like,
even
there was
for
no
me,
room
I
for
never
that.
went
Yeah.
to boarding school at any point.
Yeah.
But my mom never talks to me about
Yeah.
it.
And
It's
that's
not
interesting.
because of, I think it's a generational issue.
Ah.
Right now, as millennials, it's a millennial.
Millennial?
Millennial. Yeah, a millennial. We've even seen that. Like right now, it's when you see parents they're trying to adopt
Yes.
different kinds of parenting with their
Yes,
kids.
styles, yes.
Parenting styles with their kids. Like you hear something about gentle parenting, and now you want to have like more open conversations with
About
them.
this stuff.
Yeah. So me, my mom never talks to me about sex or about anything that will affect me.
Yeah.
I actually remember. No, let me not.
Say, allegedly.
Sema ikutoke. Sema ikutoke.
No, but I feel it's more of a generational issue because for them, sex was actually a taboo. So talking
Yes.
about it publicly, actually even saying sex, it's
yeah.
like, ooh, this topic that cannot be touched because
You
once
you know what I find is funny, and I think this is something that every generation forgets. The lessons that the previous generation learned. That's what I feel. It says history is doomed to repeat itself.
For sure.
Because it was not so long ago when we had holistic African traditions. And in those systems, conversations about sex had a designated point in someone's life.
Men
There
and
was
dogs.
an elder specifically
To talk.
intended to do that conversation
Yeah.
for the girls and
the
for the
boys.
boys. And we act like that was 6,000 years ago. Kenya has only independence for 60 years. That was barely, it was less than
30.
100 years ago. The people who had that nini, their children, some of them are still alive, by the way.
Actually.
The children who sat through
Yeah.
those initiation rituals, who sat through those conversations, some of them are still alive. Most of them, unfortunately, Moshi and Nairobi ilipunguza lifespan. But for the rest, they're still, you get. So it's not that, and I feel like we are doomed to forget, because I would say that this idea also that sex is a taboo came with colonization, because I would say previously it
Yeah.
was ingrained. This is where it fits into the entire culture, into your entire lifestyle. That's why there would be certain traditions, like for example among the Maasai, of how
I knew you'd
sex is
want to
conducted
mention-
amongst age
yes.
sets. I'm not saying I wouldn't say it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that the conversation existed. Then suddenly kulikuwa na gap hapo katikati. Then after, I would also attribute this heavily to religious indoctrination of,
Yes.
if you have sex, you're going to hell.
True.
But now you see, where I'm begging to differ is this sex thing did not come with colonialization per se, like peke,
Yeah.
because these are the same niggas who brought us. Oh, sorry. These are the same
They're the
people-
farthest things from niggas, but
These
okay.
are the same people who brought us this uncle Ludwig Kraft,
Yeah.
those missionaries.
Yes.
They came and taught us the word nini, translated it in our languages for
Yes.
us to understand. And then from there, Bible inasema sex before marriage is a sin. Africans tukainterpret sex is a taboo.
is demonic.
wao walisema tu before
White people are the same people like who let their 17, 16-year-old kids have sex with their girlfriends
In their houses.
in their houses. So you cannot say that these are the same people who are telling us it's a taboo. Ni sisi interpretation yetu ilikuwa different. But now you as a person, as an African who came and absorbed all these morals passed down to you over the years, we took it differently. And if you're religious, you will follow the religion.
Yes.
But then if you're not, you'd be like,
What's going on? Yeah.
Why shouldn't I have it?
Yeah.
So,
True.
I like that view.
yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know. I
But
was just still blaming the
realistically, realistically, this is a conversation that parents need to be uncomfortable with,
yeah.
especially with the whole Utumishifaya case of girls being lesbians and then not being allowed to vocally express themselves. Because if you look at it, this realistically, these
yes,
girls
yes.
are not out of the closet in their own homes.
Yes.
They cannot
True.
be.
But also,
So,
like, it's
can I-
just about, like, you see, again, like I've said, like most of the people who usually, not all of them, not to generalize anyone, but like I said, for the people that I knew back in high school, right now, it felt like it was just a phase. And I'm not saying like that's
True.
Well,
It is true.
no, but
Wait.
hii topic ya wacha niongelee mental health. Sasa kuongelea
Wait, before we get actually iko sawa na mental health
wacha
endelea.
niingililie mental health
Yeah.
and like just being able to have this like talk to the girls in the school before trying to do all this
Yes.
humiliation ritual.
Yes.
Kuandika kila mahali, kuwasema kuwa parade, kufanya nini na nini.
Kuna story.
Like I don't know. I couldn't know if the teachers had tried talking to these girls specifically. I don't know. But if
Chances
chances
are, if it
They
got to
did
that
not.
point, there
They
was no
did not.
conversation
Or
about
even
that.
they did.
No,
They
it's
judged
wacha
them.
nikwambie.
Yes.
You just went to high school. Like that teenager, I'm talking because I know.
Yes.
Because me in high
Apparently,
school I was
like Randy
rebellious.
Goats.
I was rebellious. You were told something,
Yeah.
but bado,
But
like,
You-
you're
we
still
want to
Can
say-
I can I differ why I don't think it got to the teachers? Not a lot of schools are okay with lesbianism, so they
Yeah.
cannot
It's
wake up
really-
and go to a teacher.
I can
and talk
imagine.
about
I
it.
can imagine how it would be if
thing
it was in a
I'm-
boys' school.
The thing I'm saying now is instead of exaggerating, escalating to the point of humiliating them,
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
shaming them in front of
Ostracizing them.
yeah, extra
Yes,
all
yes,
those
yes.
things. And
Isolating
because
them.
in our school, every time you saw anyone who had an issue with like they were lesbian at any point, there was just something like kuna tu venye mulikuwa mnawaangalia. It was
For sure.
humiliating.
For sure.
And some of them
Na wabangi pia.
and some of them actually they might not have actually wanted to live that life. So
Yeah.
they found
themselves in that
situation
situations,
where
yeah.
all my peers, this is what they are doing.
This is what
You
they're
see?
doing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like venye tu Nebaya alikuwa anasema, like we need to have like conversation, sit down with them, talk to them about their sexuality, and
Yes.
not just the vague talking. Like
Yes.
talk to them about, because right now, whether we like it or not, we are in a different generation.
Absolutely.
Wait.
Whether we like it or not, like
Yeah.
again, the world has become more evil than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So we can't now keep shying away from these kinds of topics.
Yeah.
You need to talk to them about peer pressure, talk to them about drugs abuse, talk to them about sex and their identity and stuff.
Like on the topic conversation, one thing parents also need to come to terms with, vile umesema, it's a new generation. Like your child you should be able to make your child comfortable enough for them to come to you and tell you, you know what, I think I'm lesbian, there's this drug I tried, or like make your child, I think, comfortable enough to come to you in such situations. Because you see, when I think I used my lesbianism to try to get out of the school I was in.
Yeah.
And the first person I ran to was my mom. I wrote her a long letter, I like so and so and so and so and so and so. And then hapo juu nikaandika read alone, akapea familia mzima. Anyway, that's besides the point. That's besides the point.
No, she
but
did not.
She did. But I think parents need to be have an open mind. I know a lot of parents right now, if we mention lesbianism, they're like,
Let me just say to complete that.
Because your child will pull up, kwanza a boy will come and be like, hey mom, I like this boy. What are you gonna do?
Hey,
Hautamtupa nje.
Let me-
this boy ukwambia kai sisi kwetu kitapo. Oh my god. And then I don't know if when I was a kid, I don't know if I was too attracted to boys, but and trust me, it's not even just in at a teenager age. In class 1,
Same.
pre-uni,
In front of my salad.
class 1, class 2.
Baby class.
Crush in baby class. And I used to have my desk. Okay, my desk mate back then. They did.
Wacha nikwambie, mi nikiwa primary, I used to think I'm so rotten.
Though they
I
used
used to think I'm so
Oh,
rotten.
no.
I didn't know,
Oh,
these are actually normal feelings. It's just that the way you're going about them, it's very
Naughty.
wrong. And no one was telling
Yes,
me
guys.
that. Everybody was just humiliating me, shaming me. Because ningepatikana sijui nimefanya nini. And it's not like I was doing anything bad because I was only in class 1 or
Also,
class
no,
Yeah.
look at
But
this.
I,
Look at it
I'm
in the
sorry, I need to
perspective
cut
of-
this. I need to.
What?
We need to.
So
Let me
we
say-
need to
let me
move
say
to the
one
next
last-
thing,
let me say
guys.
the
But
last-
let's say the
say
last
last,
thing
she
and
says
then
last.
and then we move. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So, cancel your part yenye nimesema sijui in class. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I feel like
okay.
in the conversation yenye, like you just need to make it a regular conversation. Bye. Make it a regular thing you talk about with your kids, and even in school, in especially in high school, because in high school is when now children are more secretive. Make
Yeah.
it a habit to talk to them about everything that we have said, like mental health issues and all of that. And again, I know
Okay.
this is not, I don't know if this is
Go
like
ahead.
a Christian station or whatever. But as a
Station is
Bwana.
or a Christian station,
Zote.
a Christian podcast.
Utaenda Hope FM wewe.
Hope FM bana. Lipa msanii.
You're a star. You're a star,
Yeah,
Angel.
yeah.
Angel,
So
you're
what
saying
no, I was
something.
She's not
finishing.
done.
Finish.
So I'm saying, I
Uh-huh.
don't know, sour Ryan.
Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
I'm talking as what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I don't know if this is a Christian podcast,
But go
as
ahead.
a Christian myself,
Yes.
I feel like all of these things that kids are dealing with these days, and it's a lot. Actually,
a lot.
not even just kids, even
Yes,
us
yes.
as
Even
adults.
adults.
In Kenya,
Yes.
first of all, in Kenya we are dealing with so much.
Yes.
So if when you're talking to your kids about these things, it's also, for me, I feel what has helped me is to also just base their identity on who Christ sees them as. Yeah. So have those conversations, make it an open space, talk to them about everything.
Yeah.
And also just even you as a parent, as a teacher, as whoever you are, man, itabidi tu umeingisha God ndani ya understanding zako, ndio God pekee anaweza saidia hao watoto.
Enjoy.
Hata nimesahau.
Akikumbuka tutarudi.
tutarudi on the same issue, because someone has mentioned we were talking about whether it's Western influence about this whole
Oh,
discussion.
yes, I've remembered.
You have remembered. Go ahead.
You know, but then
Unanipea pesa ngapi?
naweza
Chukua
kupea
sweet
5
hapo.
Shut it.
So, okay, when you look at the back, whatever,
Yeah.
that mgongo thing, like the back end,
Hindsight
the
or
back
what?
end, yes, that
Yeah.
one. The back end of it. Some of these things, like when I gave the example of when I was in baby class, I used to see kids do bad manners, and by bad manners I mean like kissing. You
Or
look
holding
at
hands.
it like or holding hands.
Hey,
because-
holding hands was a big
Yeah.
thing.
Why are you holding? It's mostly
You're married at that point,
because
but yeah.
it's mostly because you see your parents do this
And you
thing,
imitate
and you
them.
feel
Yeah.
like,
Yes. I am like
I'm
I
a
want to
boy
be like
and
my
this one
parents.
is a girl.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
Yeah, very
That's
true.
interesting.
It's also like we're rotten because of most of the things that brought us from uko ancestral lineage. And I'm sijui mbona wale view blessed
True, ngoja
ancestors.
ngoja.
Sijui mbona wale view blessed ancestors, because these people are the ones who messed us up.
Wanaitonga
vibaya
blessed
sana.
ancestors.
Hapana, like when you're taking shots, people usually pour.
Oh, you
Oh,
join
blessing
for the
the-
libation.
Libation. You're like, why are
Literally.
you pouring libation to someone who messed you up anyway?
I feel
Out-
another thing is
Hapana,
But
ulimaliza
kidogo,
tiketi
sawa,
yako.
kidogo. But unaona, mi hata na feel the issue runs
This
deeper.
story
The
Is
issue
the fact
runs
guess
so
unajua kuna time hapo
Kwa
nyuma.
the issue runs really deep, because unajua kama mi sijui kama at any point ndaiona mamangu na babangu wakishikana at any point.
Hata mimi.
Sikuwahi. How do you explain how I was behaving?
How you started figuring out.
Yeah.
Trust me, you pick it
No,
up from
movies
the time
probably.
you were
Not
born.
movies.
Movies as well.
Si tulikuwa tunafungiwa kwa bedroom when my mom was watching some bad manners.
We'll go to that another time, please.
Yeah.
But
Aya, sawa, sawa.
we're talking of, I would like us to think about the discussion of the fact that we're having a site for Ebola being built in our country. After we
Uko na Ebola.
after we went
Tuanze kwanza, I know.
Ajinga nyinyi.
Uko na
Ebola. Uko na Ebola.
So
Sasa ni ya
so
nani?
Wazungu.
And fine, wanasema it's closer because I like the way I
Closer
think it was
place.
a minister who was the one talking from the US, I think.
Yeah.
And then he was like, it's because it's close. We can't put a facility here because they'll have to travel. My point is, wanatoa pia Ebola ati inatoka Congo ama?
Congo.
Oh,
inatoka Congo.
Congo.
DRC.
Why DRC? Yeah? Why can they not? Why can they not easily just create that facility in DRC?
yeah.
I
You
mean,
know what one of the I think congressmen said?
Yeah.
Ati alisema ati hatuwezi ati it's very far kutoka
Yeah.
Congo kutoka Congo mpaka alisema alipeana kutoka hadi US.
Yeah.
So you have to create alipeana this analogy ati
Yeah.
a doctor when someone has cancer you take them to the nearest
Nearest.
Before uendelee.
before you take them to now
Before uendelee.
The
main
advanced,
one.
yeah,
Before
yeah.
uendelee. That's
So-
exactly what I've said, but endelea.
Yeah, mtoe alisema umtoe kwa hosi Congress. Chelsea, I'm losing my train of thought. Ama utasema it's your train of thought.
Yeah, it's my train of thought.
Yeah, so that congressman said that you can, as a doctor, when someone is fighting heart disease,
you take them to
don't
the nearest
you take them to
hospital
the
first
nearest
and
hospital.
then
Yeah.
so
it's like,
wajenge
Siweke
Si DRC.
Yes, like
The problem is there.
you'd think like that's
Penye
obvious
literally-
knowledge, like,
Ni kama ukatwe hapa alafu unaanza kuwekwa bandage hapa.
Exactly.
for a first world country, that's very that wild.
Now
Yeah.
you see, there's this guy. Saki kumweka on the spot in case alikuwa anatudanganya huko TikTok. You know whoever you are. But he was saying like this whole drama with Ebola and Congo,
Yeah.
these people are going to mine gold over there. Because if you look at how protected they were when they were visiting
I
the
heard that.
site that had Ebola, none of them had a mask.
Yeah, true. I
And
agree
then,
with
and then
you.
one of the protesters, a high school student, who was killed juicy. So it's like, man,
And based on
Allegedly,
what
guys,
the
was sad though,
allegedly,
was sad.
but based on what's on the forefront of the news, the reason why Kenya agreed to that deal. Na tunasema Kenya ni kama si tuko na decision making in but anyway,
we are so
according to
loose, karibu
bro,
kupewa tu.
ni kupewa tu. Exactly.
That's sad.
Actually, that's exactly the point I was trying to make. That we agreed to that deal because it was part of a $1.6 billion deal that we are signing to get healthcare financing of 1.6 billion. Mimi nashangaa tuongelee deni yetu basi. Tuongelee
know.
68 bob of every 100 shillings is paying debt.
Number
Tuonge-
one.
eh.
There is gold in Kakamega. Number two, there are other minerals. There is sodium, there is copper, there is whatever we
Yes,
can
yes,
find.
yes. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those sites are not like fully extinct.
Yes.
Like the Yakuna.
Yeah.
Because there was minerals in Africa from time
They
and
have
time
always
ago.
been.
They have
Africa
always been.
is the motherland of the world.
Pikmishas, tumeamua
Love
wacha
me.
tuwapee,
Choose me.
watutengenezee.
Pick me.
Alafu unasikia mtu amesema I bought this jewelry from Dubai or is it Turkey? The nice jewelry. Where
Kumbe
does it
imetoka
come
imetoka
from?
kwa ushago yao na hatachukui.
Mind you, inaweza kuwa wamefinya hii, wameokota hii metal huko
Yeah. Wakaienda huko alafu inarudi huko.
inarudi
For sure.
Ilikuwa time yenye tuliambiwa
sure.
kupatikana oil Turkana.
Hiyo story is blup.
ni kama wenye waliona hiyo story watu
Literally the oil.
Unaona vile mtu unapatwa na mokenya una
Sasa tumeongezewa fare na tuko na oil hapa Turkana.
au
Sijui,
bro
I don't know how it
Hiyo oil
works,
inaenda
but
wapi?
like,
oil ilienda
si ndio hiyo oil? Should we manually chota?
Wanapaka mafuta nayo.
Kenya, kuna mtu alisema Kenya we don't have hizo vitu zinahitajika ku like make the
To
oil.
extract, to refine the oil, we
But
don't
it's
have.
like if let me not talk about the person who you know.
Yeah.
But
Lil Wanta. Allegedly, where that's no one's name. You know someone called Lil Wanta.
Si ni fictional
Exactly.
tulikuwa tunasoma novel. Ni novel,
Sorry,
ni movie.
sorry.
yeah, so I'm thinking just like the other dude from which country is this mwenye he's really good and what
Traore.
is his name? Traore.
Traore.
Yeah, venye anafanya for his country. That would have been a very very good
initiative to take advantage of resources we already have.
And to try and make
I
bring
agree.
it
Bring, yeah.
and let us as
If
Kenyans
anything,
do that
Yeah.
work.
if anything, information/education is universal, you know. Kuna British system in this third world country of ours. Invest in that education.
We are acting
Exactly.
as if we don't
I
have
know.
68% of our youth unemployed.
I know
Who
of a
anaweza
girl
enda
on
wafanye hiyo
TikTok
kazi?
who is building something like niliona tu ni mawaya inaka machine but ni a pink so ni cute. You could not think someone in
That
Kenya
is
would do
someone
that,
in
but
STEM,
there is
literally,
someone
like-
who is doing that. Kuna mtu ametengeneza kitu ya kucount votes ya IBC. Sijui walimfanyia nini kama yako bado.
Exactly.
Akiwa yeye.
Weka proposal,
Tafadhali
send your CV.
badilisha jina.
Tuma till number
Badilisha
pia.
jina.
Send your CV, please. And now you see, if we focus on how to use these minerals sisi wenyewe kindani instead of being greedy, we could have been so much
I
far.
know.
Tungekuwa distributors wa hata parts za ndege or some
For
shit.
sure.
We could have found something to do. Because now you see, we have minerals, yeah?
Yeah.
We have drugs. By drugs, I mean marijuana. There's countries like Canada. Watu huko kuna machizi ama hakuna?
Wako.
Alafu huku Kenya lakini this is I am not a smoker but I am just proposing.
Unacheka
In this country,
Nothing.
In this country-
I'm just wondering how una support Wajakoya.
Yes, I would support him because of these reasons. Cut short. Because of these reasons. Number one, if that thing was legalized here in Kenya and we make, let's say, ni kitu tu inamea,
Yeah.
haichomi mtu, haikuumizi, it's just a plant growing from the ground. If someone decides to open a greenhouse, ajiweke hapo ndani, afanye whatever he's
Na
doing,
auze.
auze. Don't you think that would generate
Wait.
income? Even with the restrictions we have, there's no smoking in Kenya. Do you think 90% of this country does not smoke?
It does.
Somehow it still manages to
Na
beat
bado
the-
mapedi
the-
wako.
Yeah.
Every other day unasikia
Yeah, this boy-
6,000
wako
kilograms
TikTok.
of
Exactly.
Mpaka wako
Ama sijui
TikTok.
a lorry fell down
Fell down,
with
sijui
how
nini.
many but I feel like we're
You
already
can
there.
calculate. These people,
Mkubali tu.
these people who are vending this bang, how much are they collecting in a year?
They collect so
Hiyo
much.
pesa kama ni ya individual mmoja anauza bangi, let's say this whole sack
Yeah.
and it's rolled in whatever the
For the
thing they
reference,
call it.
Isa kind of band, but yeah.
Hey, by the way, for real.
Kuna tu unusu. Hakuna. But anyway, like if they decide to sell whatever is in here, you cannot tell me this thing cannot give you 1M.
Never.
And
It would actually
mama
give you
alisema ati
close.
nyanya imeshinda pesa ya bangi.
Walai.
Which means bangi can be as low as 30 bob or 50. If you sell 50 of 10,000 blunts, that's 50K.
That's half a million. Ama?
But you see, then again,
half a
guys,
million,
niko
yeah.
hii kwa hii conversation ya bang, yeah? You see, if we produce every country, whether it's illegal or legal, they already have their system ya bang iko. We have our system huko yenye it's illegal but iko. So how many people will actually buy? Ama we invest in a better drug?
Invest in a better drug
Kutengeneza dopamine.
is not the things you can expect as a
I'm joking. But yeah, I get your point.
Dopamine a drug ama a hormone.
I think it's a
Ni
hormone.
hormone.
But yeah.
Kama labda unataka kutengeneza iko internal.
Yeah. But I get you.
I would like us to enter the next segment.
Yeah.
I believe we always have the card segment. So
Yes.
today,
We're doing
Madam
something.
President Director is the one who is taking us to that segment.
Madam, kutufanyia mimi na Sharon drum rolls. Hebu fanyia.
Aya.
Oh my God. I some.
I think I was
We've got-
too nervous. I forgot.
Then she
We are
was nervous
sorry.
and she's talked for 40 minutes to get 20. But I love that.
Aya, drum rolls with me, Angel and Sharon.
Tutaweka hapa sparks. Tua. Hizo ni nini? Fireworks. Tua.
Uko maandamano ama uko fireworks?
Walai na sound manamana.
Denzo.
So,
Yes.
our question
Our
of
question of
the day.
The day.
think I'll single out 4 questions. Producers sijui alisema swali moja. I'll single out 4 questions that we'll all answer.
Yeah. We can try to be fast with it.
Yes. So, if we had to survive a horror movie based on our collective personalities, who dies first and who is the final
He's
guy?
gonna die
Oh,
first.
Chelsea.
Chelsea will
Me,
die
Chelsea
first.
would die.
Thank you.
How am I fast?
Chelsea will die first.
Unajua
I
wacha
agree.
niwaambie,
I
anytime I think of the
100%
zombie movies, I'm like, I would eat that up.
Exactly why she would die first.
And
I can't-
this
exactly what
bravado is the nonsense that would get her in
You
trouble
know
in
what
the
my
first
ego
place.
says?
Your ego says you're dead on
I'm
sight.
not gonna.
Kwanza huyu the way she sleeps atalala apate huko kwa kitanda.
How much sleep me? She would literally die first. She's always sleeping. You would literally die first.
Who said that, guys?
Guys.
Yeah.
Who would be the final one?
Who's the final
Die
one?
first. Oh, the
Probably
final person to
Newton.
die.
To survive.
The final person to die.
The final person to
me.
die.
Me,
I
I
know.
would say Angel.
Maybe you.
Me, I would say
No,
Angel.
why, Angel?
Eh?
Is it between us 4 or
Eh,
between
us
all
4.
of us?
As for
As for Angel anaka
Anaweza survive.
lock in
Plus,
serious.
kumbuka
Ile
she
ya,
can pass
damn, like
weird
shit hits
spaces.
the fan. I need
No, she doesn't. She doesn't lock in for shit.
Who them? Who
Wewe
them?
unaona kama uta
It's the
survive.
fact that
Mimi?
Eh,
Yeah. Shut
What is doing what?
A zombie.
Trust me, I don't even believe in myself
a horror
surviving.
movie.
A horror movie.
So tumechukua zombie apocalypse.
a horror movie.
A horror
Oh,
movie.
a horror
Yes.
movie.
And
horror
what to
movie. Horror
watch?
movie, I'm willing to go the first
I'll
time.
go.
A horror movie.
I volunteer
We're
as
watching
A
tribute.
horror movie.
Watching a horror movie.
Or watching or being inside a horror movie.
If
Eh.
we had to survive a horror movie,
So being inside it.
I
basically.
volunteer as tribute.
Being inside it.
I'm not surviving anything
shit.
I don't
Wrong
want.
Wait, what's wrong turn about?
I don't know.
Wrong turn about?
Wrong time. you
Wrong
remember
turn,
the
wrong turn,
people
six,
that-
wrong turn.
They were
Dance.
eating people. The cannibals.
No,
The
sorry.
cannibals.
That shit.
I w-
The cannibals. I feel like just because of how it's
I'm a,
just
I'm a
too
final
much work.
destination.
Okay, yeah. Hey. Apple.
I would. I would survive
Has
that.
anyone watched It? The
Yes.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Eat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the quiet place.
Us.
Us.
Yes, yes,
not
yes.
It. Yeah,
Us.
US.
Not the quiet
Girls
place.
chilling, no?
Oh. Us, the one.
Horror
The,
ya Lupita.
I
Yes,
haven't
yes.
watched it yet.
That thing is
It's horrific.
creepy as hell.
Really?
Yeah. The
But
concept,
anyway.
the horror is in the concept.
Yeah.
The horror of that movie.
Guys,
is in the
anyway,
concept.
me and my cat
God.
will
Question.
survive that.
So next.
I
I
believe
like
in me.
fast
Uliza.
What
I
is
don't care.
the-
Simusikize.
Tuta conclude hiyo
Wewe
kwanza,
niongee.
but fine.
Si tusha conclude.
Nani-
Nimesema nyinyi sacrificial lamb.
Wele, si tuta survive.
What is the absolute pettiest thing you've ever done to someone?
Absolute persistence.
Pettiest
I would
thing.
look at
I
the
will
two of you
continue.
because you guys
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah,
say
yeah, 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 yeah. Let's hear it.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
hear it.
The pettiest thing I've done.
Am I petty? Have I done something petty?
I'm
to
actually
someone?
not petty.
I mean, the pettiest
Oh my
thing
God.
I've done.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute you have ever
I
done
don't
to
know.
someone. Petty.
Yeah. I feel like there's something but nimesahau.
Okay, there's the common one of if you don't wish me happy birthday, I won't wish
Oh
you.
yeah, that's
Like,
that's
you know
the
what
pettiest.
I do? Every time I am about to go with someone.
You
happy
go and
birthday,
check to the
I go and check.
messages.
The last time my birthday was up, and then
I go check.
if they didn't send me
Guys,
nothing,
you know
Let's
it.
move on. Exactly. Hadi for congratulations. Nilikuwa nikiona mtu nenda naona. Uliniwish congratulations after ni graduate. No. Swipe.
Mimi kana
Wa-
ngojeanga wa kwanza. Kama utaniambia
Oh
sitakwambia.
yeah.
Hey,
Aya,
we
okay,
are
we
petty.
can.
Hey, tuko petty.
Also, for me,
Nah, I
like,
don't.
I don't know if it's pettiness, but if we're in a public space and I find you cool, I wouldn't approach you first. You approach me.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
okay. I'll talk
That's
to you.
true.
But it depends whether or not I'm interested.
That's very true.
on that note, I don't talk to light-skinned people.
Wow.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can see where the problem with our society is.
Light-skinned people, I feel like
Wait, colonialism.
You can see the
Those are
colonization.
light-skinned people. Oh my god.
Racist much?
Interesting.
Yeah, but don't put that.
Colorist.
Colorist wewe.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Let me try and think if there's. I know I can be petty when I have beef with someone, when I'm angry at them. But sinanga yo nguvu ya kukua petty na mtu. I'm trying to think.
Nyie mjaishi kwa hizi household zenye kama mmesaviwa, kama mtu alikula portion kubwa this time, wewe utachukua kubwa.
True.
Kwa sababu last time ndio ulikuja ndogo.
Mimi nimejua hawa mpeti. Tuiwe kwa matatu na mtu akuja ni nini? Tutabishana mabega mpaka destination. But I have no shame about that.
Tumefinyana kwa van kama sardines.
And then
Alafu unaona amekalia sambaza.
And then anataka kukaa hivi. You stop.
Mimi nikawa kiti ya conductor area smart.
Oh, there's a time conductor alikuwa anataka nisonge hapo nyuma na nilikuwa nashuka like a minute away.
Yeah.
Nilimwambia ingia ndani nitafungua mlango. I swear I was like nitafungua mlango. Ingia ndani. Anyway, yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
If we had to start a cult together, what would the uniform be? And what is one rule everyone has to follow?
Yeah. I'll remember the fact. I'll remember the fact that.
Cult yangu hakuna uniform. Leathers.
Cult yangu IQ yako iko.
Leathers. Tunarudi in the garden of Adam and Eve. Kwanza itakuwa hiyo.
That's a valid doctrine.
I know. And people would believe me because
Like,
Adam and Eve started like that.
Yeah.
Mimi cult yangu hakuna kulala na nguo.
Valid.
You guys, what's up with you?
What's up with being naked? Why? Embrace your manly soul.
Be in tune with the universe.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Who are always talking about wellness and how the grass is
Oh my
green
God.
and how you need to like
Unaenda.
You know, mnanikumbusha how when Ora alianza kanisa yake walikuwa wanavaa magunia.
no, ayuko watu walikuwa wanavanga ni one day like
No, when they started, yeah.
no, they
Walivanga gunia.
Yeah, they did, but hiyo gunia ilikuwa kwa sababu hiyo time ilikuwa prayer and repentance.
Prayer and repentance.
That's what they were doing.
Na gunia.
Wakavaa hivyo.
Na gunia.
Mimi naweza sema
Niko na gwel, si waiki.
Guys.
Aya, sorry.
So as we close,
Wewe. Real though. Aya pole hata ngoma.
as we close, if this podcast was a breakup, what would our "it's not you, it's me" text say?
In what sense?
Like,
To who?
it's a
Who are we
breakup.
texting?
It's a breakup.
It's a breakup to.
To the,
Oh guys, oh.
you know.
It's not no.
Let
It's
me
you.
bring out my avoidant personality
Si
now.
mimi ni nyinyi.
So that's an inside joke, guys. That's an inside joke, guys. I'm sorry.
Pole. Yeah.
So,
That's so funny.
I think my breakup text would be to the audience. I'm sorry, we're not there for. I can't go as in depth in the love of these topics for you as I would have liked to. That's a me issue. Yeah, I just don't feel like I have the capacity to love you as much, to spend time and discuss with you as much, all the topics we want to discuss. So, you know, and you deserve the best. You deserve the world. I'm just not the world. So it's not me.
I'm also inside the
It's
world,
you.
so. But
Your
yeah.
parents are cool?
I haven't even been here long enough, guys.
You all are
So-
not
Actually, not me. It's you.
Muliza anamuliza, what are we? What are we?
Me,
for you.
To be loved is to be seen. I've seen you.
I've seen you.
Yeah.
Peace.
Aww. Yeah, guys. Mwah. And we love you guys so much.
Oh wow.
Technically,
song-
only party in short. Oh, sorry.
Wacha nitoe. Wacha nitoe song.
Song of the-
Before we do a
Wana
song,
msikize Shella.
Shella.
Sana mapiano. Yeah, you
Oh,
heard it.
she.
Yeah, definitely.
In South Africa, boycott South. Oh, wait.
Paka loco. Pakititito. That one.
That one.
That one tuambie, yeah.
What color is the sky? Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. You tell me that it's red. Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. Where should I put my shoes? Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. You say, put them on your head. Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. You make me un poco loco, un poquitito loco. The way you keep me guessing, I'm nodding and I'm yesing. I'll count it as a blessing that I'm only un poco loco.
We are wrapping up the season. Guys,
yeah.
it's been amazing. It's been amazing. 10 cool episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pia, our AV people are just looking at us like this. Like they're breathing ni kama hadi ako hapo anatuandikia times up ana rap hiyo
Ladies and
body kama-
gentlemen, bye
But-
bye.
And don't forget, we are moving on to the open mic, guys. So we're gonna it's even better. Like you all are gonna love it. And then sometimes all the time when we do the open mics, we post where we're gonna be. So if you can try and pull up,
You'll
guys.
find us on the streets of Nairobi. You'll find us in events doing
And I
this,
have gifts.
asking questions relevant to all of us. So
And if you know events.
Events,
hata events ni sawa.
events pia ni sawa.
Events that we could participate in. Make sure you can spotlight the table.
Oh yes. Very nice.
Okay, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Like, subscribe, and we'll follow you home.
Loco.